All right, thanks, Rajan, for moderating our panel today. That was a really great discussion.
Was indeed.
Yeah, and I just wanted to follow up with a couple of more questions on that. You import fuels from Texas into Mexico.
I do indeed.
So how do you see the opportunities in the business in the next few months?
Complicated. I think we had a good start to the year because of political decisions, as discussed during this meeting. Closing pipelines is advantageous to importers, obviously, when the population doesn't have access to basic refined products such as gasoline and diesel. We had a difficult second quarter, mostly to do with politics north of the border, but also AMLO and Morena deciding what they want to do with the energy reform, specifically within the oil space. It's picked up. I think that the end of the year will be as difficult as it has been for the past 2 to 3 months. I think coming into next year, though, with IMO 2020, as we discussed, maybe another opportunity for us to cement ourselves within the market. I think the most recent news that Morena is willing to give private companies access to the deep water reserves and also the electricity generation market. Hopefully that will have a cumulative effect on what's going on in the downstream oil space and give us as importers the opportunity to compete with Pemex on a much larger scale.
So for your customers, what would you tell them as far as choosing who they should buy from and in terms of quality of product?
I think customers need to be aware of how to follow or trace product as it comes into the country if it's imported. So they need to be aware of the available information provided by the government. They need to understand and review pedimentos, facturas, norms, and that's normas that people are given in Texas when they release the product from a particular refinery or a storage tank. I would love to say that they should just stay with me for the next 5 years, but it's a competitive market, and I think they just need to be aware that prices will oscillate, and price is number one for Mexican consumers or clients. But quality of product and logistics is very important too. So if a company can obviously offer those three benefits to an entity, I think they're probably a company that you might want to stick with. But I always say to my customers to have 2 or 3 suppliers if they're going down the route of the concept of the energy reform, which is to have optionality, rather than stick to one. Putting all the eggs in one basket is not sensible in the market where there lacks infrastructure.
Great. Well, thanks, Rajan, for that insight.
Welcome.